Hi, I'm Alex Koloskov, commercial photographer, founder of Photigy.com. I help other photographers to become experts in product photography. And today I want to answer one question which was posted on Photigy forum from Joel. It's about shooting silverware. So let me share it so you will see, guys, what I'm talking about. First is what Joel got, and second is what client wants, kind of a look. And the question is how to get that look, right? How to shoot like this. And here the lighting setup. So basically we got a box, light box with open front panel, opened, and at the bottom of it is that silver cup. And this is what Joel was getting, and we got some feedback from Flo. Actually great stuff and great advices. I want to add my advice, and I want to do a little demo just to show you how to shoot. But before, I want to tell you that on this lighting setup is what I see immediately, without even looking at the final image. What I see is not really right for that kind of shot. So I see the huge light box, right? And at the very bottom of it, there is a cap. And we're shooting almost at 45 degree, maybe 30 degree of this cap, right? And if we look at this from a little bit different perspective, I want to show that basically everything is driven in studio, and not in studio, but in studio it's quite visible, the law of reflection. When you shoot the subject, Joel, always think about where you're getting those reflections. So let's see, we got a cube, the lighting box, right? It's here. Let's say this is side view, okay? I'm not really good writer, but side view, and everything is white, and we have this cap sitting at the bottom, okay? And here is the camera, right? And now, if you look at the front, the facing side of the cap, where it takes reflection, what do we see? Because it's a quite reflective subject, right? What do we see on that surface? Just think about it, about the law of reflection. This is what our angles, right? And we know the law of reflection. The angle should match. So this is where, oops, ooh, nice. This is where we're picking up our reflection. Oh, come on. Right? And because this angle, everything is moving, this angle should equal this angle if we continue the cap. Same here, this angle should be equal to that angle, right? So, you see what we're getting? We're getting the reflection in front of the cap. That's what we see. And Joe, whatever you have all around, all the sides of that box, it doesn't play much role of lighting the subject. And if you look at your lighting setup, there is very little room for that reflection in front of the cap, right? And basically you're getting some of the reflection from this area, and the rest is coming from this area, from the bottom of the camera till the bottom of the box. That's why you have it some black spots probably, and second, it's really dark, right? Because even if it's picking up reflection from the bottom, that white paper, you're not having light there, you're not highlighting that, right? That's why it's so dark. Besides being the exposure maybe not set correctly, you can always bump it up, but in general, you need to highlight not the sides, well, you may highlight, but you need to highlight the bottom, okay? or at least make sure that there is a lot of light spill coming to the bottom. I want to do a little demo, okay? I want to do a little demo and to show what can be done. I got the very similar cap. You see it. Let me switch to this view. There is a cap, right? It sits on the white table, okay? And here's the top shot from it, right? That's the lighting setup. Basically, we got two diffusers from both sides, and we got background, white background, right? You see it's white background there. So let me switch to 3-screen mode and turn on the lighting. I'm gonna use 3 lights. One from this side, another from that side, and one is on the background, okay? So let me adjust this a little bit. Oops. Okay, and let me shoot. The angle of the camera is a little bit lower than yours, but I think it's good because you have a little bit too high comparing to what client asked you, right? So let's see. That's my silver cap. Similar to yours, right? I just wrapped some cap with foil. But you see the idea. This reflection from the front is what it gets from this surface, okay? And let's say if you put anything here, or if you move it a little bit too close to the edge of our shooting table, you see what will happen now. Okay, we got some black spot, right? And it's coming from this area, from the area which is not covered by table, because everything in front is what we get in reflection from. So let me move it back. Do a shot. And think about how we can eliminate that little spot which is still somewhere in the middle of the cap, right on the frontal area. How we can eliminate it. Just think about it. Give an answer to yourself. I can hear you, but I want you to just think how you can take out this black part if you need it, if you need to take it out. How you can do it with the same lighting setup. You got the answer? Let me show my answer. Little diffuser, sorry, reflector, just piece of cardboard. And if I put it here to extend our table, see what will happen. You see, it's gone. There is no spot. Simply because we got that reflection where I covered this area in front of our table. Are we good? Okay, 1 second. Okay, so always think about where you're getting that reflection or where it's coming from. And one more thing for the shooting silver. To make it look glossy, you see it's glossy here. Why? Because we have a little bit overexposed parts. Let me turn and see if it's overexposed. You see this red? It's overexposed, right? And we have dark parts. That's what makes things to look glossy. So I got those 2 strip boxes highlighting both sides of our side diffusers. And it highlights the table as well, the plastic which I have. And that's what we get in, where we get in that bright reflection. And the dark reflection on the edges, do you know where it's coming from? It comes from area behind our this area. It comes from area from behind. Let me show you. This area, where is my shoulders is. It's not covered with diffusers. But anyway, it may be actually coming from this area, from the sides. But I'm not highlighting it, okay? I'm not highlighting it, that's why it's dark. And if I move this strip box, let's say to highlight our cap from this side, right? You've seen what I did. I moved this strip box, okay, to be here, okay? And we're gonna shoot. See what will happen. Okay, and let's add our reflector on front and examine the shot. Yeah, I didn't get completely white background. It was not the case in the, I mean, I didn't try to get it. I just showing you how to form the reflections on the subject like you got. And actually it will work for anything. It will work for can. There is a question how to shoot beer or can. I mean can. Yeah, the can. It's not the cone, right? The shape of the cone, but the idea is exactly the same. If you want to create the volume, if you want to create a shape, you need to forget about that lighting box. I don't know, guys, who told you to use this lighting box? It's a torture. It was invented specifically for photographers, well, for non-photographers, for people who have no idea how to shoot. Okay? And they put in stuff in there and they get in some picture. But if you are a photographer, don't use it. Have same idea, but have not in the box, but have a detached diffusers. Just disassemble your box and have 8 or whatever pieces of square diffusers. So you can move, you can take it out, you can do whatever you want with them. They're not detached, they're not in the box. Box is not good. You see how easily I can create a volume, right? We get in here, we get in bright on one side, then it gets darker, some kind of gradient, and then it gets brighter again, and then it's darker again. Or we can use this style, right? And if I need white background, I would just use the plastic shaped like this and highlight it from top, and behind it, it will be all white. So, this is the idea. Always think about the law of reflection. Let's jump to one more to this board, right? And I'm going to do one more drawing. So if you shoot in a can, right? Let's say it's glossy beer, can of beer, right? And if you shoot it straight from here, you'll be getting the reflection from the camera somewhere here, right? Utilizing the same setup. If you want to get rid of it, shoot a little bit from the bottom or from top. In this case, the reflection from this area will come from somewhere from here. So you can put a screen here on top of your camera if you're shooting from bottom and highlight the can, right? Or do opposite, you can shoot from the top, a little bit, not much, just a little bit, and put something under the camera and highlight, put reflector, and you'll get nice reflection in the middle of the can where your lens can be reflected if you shoot straight. So, okay? I hope you guys got it. Always think about this. Always draw the lighting diagram in terms of what the reflections, what you're getting. for things like this, right? It's a spherical subject, meaning that you get a reflection from everywhere, from top of the camera, from the bottom, from the sides. So probably think about some screen which you can put in front of the camera with a hole for the lens, which lies in the similar setup. And maybe you need the screen from top. For this kind of subject, that kind of light box idea may work, even though that I don't really like light box, like I said. It's better to just wrap it with diffuser, seamless, without edges, and get stuff done. Okay? Sony is good. Okay, stay tuned. Already? So, always think about where the reflection is coming from. If you find where it's coming from, you can always fix it. You can always put stuff in there. Okay? Alrighty, stay tuned. It was Alex Koloskov from Photigy.com. Submit your stuff on the Photigy forum and I'll help you. Okay? Bye.